Alright, hey everybody, it's Paul with AZ Wonders, and it's been a while for me. I know that I've kind of neglected the YouTube channel for a while, but I'm back, and I'd like to say better than ever. We'll let you be the judge of that. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notifications when I add more videos. So I'm in the Phoenix Mountains Preserve, and I'm heading out here after dark, as you can see. And what I'm hoping to do is go show you what the desert looks like at night. So we're in the Phoenix Mountains Preserve. It is an area roughly right in the center of Phoenix, about 7 miles north of the Sky Harbor Airport. And I'm out here about a half hour after sunset, and just wanted to show you a few cool things that you can encounter when you go out in the desert at night. So stay tuned. Actually, this is monsoon season. We're in August of 2021, and if you look out in the horizon here, you can see, just missed it over this shoulder, you can see some lightning happening out there. There you go. So that could make things kind of interesting out here. No real threat of rain overhead. All these clouds are kind of off in the covering the mountains in the distance here, so we'll see what manifests here over time. But I'll get some more shots of this here in the near future. Hang with me. If you look way off in the distance, about the lower midpoint of that mountain, you see some lights shining. And I'm no conspiracy theorist, but the first time that I was out here and experienced that, I truly did think it was the UFOs, the aliens coming to get me. But what I've learned, and have since learned to relax about, is the fact that those are just mountain bikers, people with lights, very bright lights on the front of their mountain bikes and on their heads to help them see. So we're here in Phoenix as a reminder, and it does get quite warm out here. So today's temperature was around 110 degrees, and it's much cooler after the sun goes down. Actually, the air temperature is not that much cooler, but since there's no direct sun, it gives you the feeling that it's cooler. So those are that's why this is a popular time to be out here after dark. Also, you can see Venus. I was going to say rising, but it's actually nearly setting. That's the west skyline there over Phoenix. Okay, cool thing number one to see here. First of all, I use a special flashlight to look for scorpions out here in the desert, and I didn't find any right here. But equally impressive was I found some iridescent type material out here in the desert floor, and you cannot see it with this light. This is just a normal flashlight. But let me shut that off and turn on my black light so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see what I'm talking about. Notice how there's some material out there that's iridescent, that's sort of standing out from the rest of the gray rock in the desert. And the cool thing is with the normal flashlight, you can't even see it at all. It doesn't stand out. But for some reason under this black light, it really just pops out. So there's some sort of I don't know if it's a mineral or other compound inside that, but just really stands out. Just almost like a black light paint from the 70s here. So let's go see if we can find some scorpions here. Now, as I'm walking along here, I want you to see something else here. This trail that I'm on is mostly composed of just dirt and rocks, slate variety. But every so often you'll see little pieces of quartz intermixed with it. And so every place where you're seeing like purple show up in the video here is quartz. So it's embedded all throughout the trails and the hillsides here in the Phoenix Mountains Preserve. In fact, there's one trail here called Quartz Ridge Trail, where there's a slab or deposit of quartz that's about the size of a party bus, and is known by many in the area as quite a power spot. Cool thing number two you can see in the desert at night is two pieces of quartz. Take them and strike them together. You get sort of a sparking effect there. If I do quartz on slate, nothing. If I do slate on slate, nothing. But again, quartz on quartz, if you strike it just right, you can create these little sparks. And the best way I've heard that described by someone on YouTube is sort of like a static and kinetic electricity that's formed by the flint in a lighter, just by the movement of molecules within the quartz, which are, I believe, silicon and oxygen. Just that impact creates the spark. So there you go. If you're ever out in the desert at night, give that a try. Okay, so here's another cool find. I was just walking along here with the normal flashlight, and of course there's some quartz here along the side of the trail. And then I was just going with the blacklight for a second to see if I could find any scorpions over here. And actually what I found was something equally cool. So you can see the purple from the quartz, but as I come around this way, you can see almost like an orange glow coming from the quartz. And now watch what happens when I turn on the regular light. You can't even see it. So in the daylight, you would not even be able to see this. And on the surface, it looks like some sort of a corroded material there, like a sand almost, or calcium built up on the quartz. But again, when I shut the light off, it glows, and just go to the black light only. It's kind of an orange hue, and there's actually a little, kind of like a small wall of this quartz right along here that has a lot of that right on it. So again, another cool thing you see out in the desert at night only. Okay, cool thing number three to see in the desert, a scorpion. Spotted one right here, and even though you can't see one with a regular flashlight, this one, as you can see, stands out pretty well. I'm going to zoom in on him a little bit here so you can get a close up. But this is just a scorpion out here roaming around in the rocks, presumably looking for something to eat. They are mostly active at night. I wouldn't say they're nocturnal, but they're most active at night, primarily because the bugs are most active at night. And they love to eat them some bugs. So that's what this guy's looking for, I'm sure. Hopefully we'll get to see him in action here, find a bug or two to take home for dinner. All right, so while we wait for the scorpion to find his next meal, I'll show you cool thing number 4 that you can see in the desert at night in Phoenix. We're looking at the cityscape here, and a lot of people complain about light pollution, and believe me, there's plenty of it here in Phoenix. Although even though it's a cloudy night tonight, mostly cloudy night, you can still see a few stars up there. We can still see stars even though there's plenty of light pollution, but the light itself is actually quite a sight when you're up here. You find yourself a nice mountaintop up here in the desert and look out over the city. So we're looking to the north. The main thoroughfare that you see with all the car lights on it is called the State Route 51. You might have just seen a lightning flash off in the distance. It's been quite active tonight. Hoping that we get some rain here. But anyway, that's cool thing number 4 to see out here in the desert is the city lights of Phoenix. He's leaving no crack unturned. Just looking all over the place for his next meal. Okay, I think I spotted our next scorpion here, so let's zoom in and take a look. And wait a minute, it's not a scorpion. Let's see what it is. Almost invisible. It appears to be just some sort of fiber, either from maybe a shoelace or some sort of a plant fragment but it's not a scorpion, although under the black light from back here it sure looked like one. Okay, I've moved on, and I just want to show you something here. So see if you can spot the scorpion in this picture. It's kind of hard to see. He is right there, and this is just a normal flashlight, but you come back like this and you're walking along, you wouldn't even really see him. But watch what happens when I switch out the normal flashlight for the black light. Stands right out. So this one here, I'm able to get right over the top of him. He's literally right beneath me, just kind of sitting out just slightly after the trail. Oh, good. Here's a bug coming by. Oh, good. We can see him in action. See him going after the bug there. Just zoomed in two times. So let's just see what happens here. And one interesting thing I've noticed in the past is that when I shine this black light, it's almost like an attractant for the insects too. I don't know if it helps the insects see the scorpion better and it draws them to him or what, but you see that little fly coming in, little mayfly or something there. The scorpion got him. Stinging him, paralyzing him. By the way, I've been stung by one of those scorpions. It didn't paralyze me, but it put me out of commission for a good 12 hours. Stung me on the right side of my foot, and within 30 minutes my leg was numb all the way up to my hip. So the big question is, I don't know how they eat them, if they've got a mouth that they swallow them, or if they just kind of suck the juice out of them, or how that works. So maybe we'll get some answers here. It's hard to tell exactly what he's doing. Still got the insect there with him though. You can see the wings coming out from underneath him. The body, I think it's called the thorax of the insect, is underneath the scorpion. Again, just to let you see what it looks like with the normal flashlight. Can hardly even see him. Black light stands out pretty clearly. You can see all the quartz rocks around him. Well, that's going to be the end of this segment. Well, there you have it. 4 cool things that you can see in the desert at night. Thanks for tuning into this episode of AZ Wonders. Please be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications when I add more videos. And by the way, I just got a new phone / device. So I'm intending to make a lot more videos. So make sure you like the video, or subscribe to the channel rather, and spread the word. Thanks. Take care now. Bye.